sa akin eh. Hi. Live.
I don't know, it's like...
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, no.
When did you graduate?
Should find out.
Talking about where? You're on there? Oh.
The back of the thing is unbelievable. Like all the bottles. same thing. How would you like this, that like as if you're grabbing a pull and it's like this. That's pull and pull. See here. See when I go down this, I get the column and you're like sitting up like this. That's like any bull to match, like gymnast doing the bull, or the feeling like this. That's what you kind of do. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
You don't know if it's, no, you should do it like this.
Hi. Maybe later. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going live.
Doing your stuff.
Yeah.
You ride your bike home or how do you get your house?
Just the principals, no student teachers.
Tip it off the water? Oh my God, it's like you bring chain now. The rest of these guys.
partner designers on the Light for Life installation. Thank you all for coming, and sorry about the rain. There wasn't much we could do about it. Thank you. So we just wanted to point out a couple things that you could take advantage of today. As you came in, you probably saw the free snacks donated by the hospital, so thank you to them for that. We also have a raffle going on. You've got a couple kind of cool things. Let me just find the sheet for a second. You've got signed posters by the New York Jets and the New York Giants, so you could go either way. Ollie and Bet clothing and Land of Women clothing. So you can buy those in batches of 5 tickets for $10 each. And it's also, of course, a nice donation for Paddle for the Cure, which is why we're all here today. Let's see. And then as you come in the door, we've got you some free gift bags from some of our sponsors, Ridgewood Bank, and an opportunity to buy a t-shirt from Light for Life, branded, lovely. Thanks, Joel. He's holding it up over there right now. And of course, a couple other swag items, some bracelets, some masks, sports bras, I think, all great items. Please take advantage. And then over to my right, we have the Buy a Light program section. So of course, this is our big, important opportunity to be part of the tribute wall that's outside and actually have the names be shown in light throughout the night. Once we activate the program here later, we'll actually start seeing the names cycle through that have been requested at this time. So we have quite a few left over. We would love to fill the wall with community names. So this is for anyone who has been touched by cancer, COVID, survivor or departed, or is a frontline worker or hospital worker. Thanking everyone here. And then finally on my right, we have Leliani, who is making fabulous custom bracelets with vegan leather and a customizable name on them. They're actually quite lovely. I have one on myself. So, what I'd like to introduce first is just the ERG machine that New York Wall Street Dragons has. And these guys are right here. And maybe if you just want to stand up for a second and wave. So, New York Wall Street Dragons has been in existence since about 1991 when dragon boat racing was introduced in New York City at the first New York Hong Kong Festival. New York Wall Street Dragons is an inclusive club with female and male members that range in age from 14 to 75 who have competed all over North America and Asia. They have attended the local annual New York Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival, as well as provided coaching to many youth and corporate teams, steered boats, and assisted with race officiating. New York Wall Street Dragons has supported and coached the Paddle for the Cure team for about 6 years, and they're so excited to be here tonight. Yay. Okay, and then up next we have Moving for Life. They've been coming around passing out flyers so you can get to know a little bit about them. They were supposed to do some mini classes for us outside. Unfortunately, that couldn't happen anymore. But in about a few minutes, they're actually going to do a demonstration for us up front. Moving for Life is a dance exercise for health, is dedicated to helping older adults and people of any age affected by cancer through dance exercise classes offered at hospitals, community and wellness centers, and libraries. Classes start with a gentle warm-up, light aerobics, and targeted strengthening that is safe, fun, and modified based on your energy level, range of motion, or fitness level. The classes can be done seated or standing, and they're open to everyone. Methods are supported by research that confirms engagement in the therapeutic dance, improves quality of life, speeds up recovery time, enhances survivorship, and reduces the chances of reoccurrence. And with that, I would like to invite Moving for Life to the stage to give us a little demonstration. And I'd also invite all of you to keep wandering around and trying out some of the other opportunities that you have here today. Thank you.
Be a part of your event today. Unfortunately, the grain gods have not been kind, but what can we do, right? So we're all here to learn a little something. We're all here to sort of interact with one another. My name is Evelyn Nunley. This is my co-host, is Tatiana. We have both been with Moving for Life. You have a dance background. Just because you don't have a dance background, that does not stop you from having a good time when you're trying to work out. All right? Because that's the only reason people want to work out. All right? Even if you're doing this, you know that you're going to get something at the end of it. You get the same thing in a different direction when you do Moving for Life. We try to address all the things that people who are going through the cancer process, whether it be lymphedema, whether it be neuropathy, all those things that affect you, and the person that you spend most of your time with, or your kids, or whatever, because it's sort of a great life cycle. It takes a village. How many times do you hear that for what reason? In my cancer life, and I don't have one except for dealing with folks like you, it takes a big, big village. All right? So in our movement, we try to address so many things that have to do with cancer recovery, and you're feeling better about yourself as a person. All right? So we've got a hot minute to do this. But guess what? I don't believe in demonstrations. So what I am hoping is that you will stand where you are. Thanks to the COVID gods, you actually have a seat in between the two of you. That means if you start moving your arms around and stuff, you're not going to take out anybody's eye, right? So I invite you with us to stand. Do as much as you can in your space. When you're outside, I'd have you people running down the street. It would be scary. All right? So we're not doing that right now. So right now, leave it to the most wonderful DJ, John. He's going to start us off with a little simple stretching. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your hands down, pull your hands on your wrists. This is going to help reduce tension in the forearms. Focus all the way down. We're going to do this again. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, I want you to do me a big French press. Press out all the air. Press it out, press it out, press it out. Very nice. Very nice. Again, mobility is very important. So when you exhale, I want you to go. That's it. Give it a switch it up, switch it up. Are we breathing? Breathing is so necessary, and it is not an option. Get around, one more time. All right, check it out, check it out. Looking for loose change. Bring your hands out, your arms. 90 minutes of in any way. That we're going to repeat, we're going to mess with them just a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask you to do things that relate to one another, okay? Here we go, we're going to do 8 simple taps forward. Everybody can do this in place. Here we go, tap 1. 2, any arms you want to do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now your arms are going to go forward, your legs are going to go back. They can be front and they can be wide. Up to you. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to lean sideways. Pull your elbows down. Like you're bashing that. That's it. There we go. You're so brave. 1 more time. Now reach across. Tap for 5. 3. 4 more. And just march in place. Good. We're going to do that again, only we're only going to do 4. We're going to do 4. And what you have to do is you have to turn at the end of 4, whoever you're standing next to, and you just have to acknowledge them. In the days of COVID, we can't shake hands or anything the way we did. So, after we do 4 of everything, I'm going to turn to Tatiana, she's going to turn to me, and I'm going to go. Turn back, and then we're going to do it again. All right? All right? Everybody got their mission? 5, 6, 5, 6. 4 times. You go 1, 2, 3. Arms front, legs back. Here you go. Reach it. 1, 2. You're going to lean sideways. Be cashew next. 1, 2 sides. 3 sides. Reach back. Turn yourself to find somebody who's one next to you. Hello, thank you for dancing with me. Don't get too wrapped up in it. You know, train cars when you go outside, okay? 5, 6, 7, 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Now let arms go forward. As high as it's comfortable for you. We're going to lean sideways right here. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Reach across. Tap. 1, 2, 3. Take 4 little counts. Turn to your partner. So 4. All right. We're going to do this again. You guys are having too good a time. We're going to do this again. Only this time we're only doing 2 of our movements. 5, 6, 7, 2 times. Here we go. 1 and 2. Arms up, reach back. 1, 2. Reach across that. 1, 2. March in place. Turn to your buddy. Thank you very much. All right, so you guys have had such a great time. Well, we're not done. Because once we finish with everything, you have to cool down. You have to make everything longer, stronger. All right? I'm going to give it over to my colleague, Tatiana. She's going to work us through some stretching, some lengthening. All right? So you just have to remember now that you're not girls, but breath is coming down. Get your breathing going. I'm going to give it over to Tatiana.
Basically, if you are standing, imagine sitting in that imaginary chair, and you're just going to inhale, reach the curve. Exhale, curve your spine back, like the letter C. And then again, inhale, reach the heart bone. Exhale, curve the spine under, like the letter C. Again, inhale, reach the heart bone. Exhale, curve it under. So good.
That's what I said.
The shoulders back as we step the feet down. isolate the head, look to the left. Let's look to the right. Nice, and look to the left. Now let's look up slightly towards the sky. Stretch out the front of the throat. Exhale, look down towards the floor. Stretch out the back of the neck. And again, inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Now let's reach right ear to right shoulder. Feel that stretch. You might hear some cracking. That's normal. It's okay. And then let's go over to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Feel that stretch. Let's do that one more time. So right ear to right. Let's do that one more time. So right ear to right shoulder. Maybe extend that left arm to the side. Give it a little wiggle. Move the fingers. You might feel the nerves or those tiny little muscles. Let's go over to the other side. Last time. Reach that arm out to the side. Give it a little wiggle. Let go of the jaw. Sometimes they start to hold tension in the face muscles. So see if you can let that go. Nice. Come back to the center. We're just going to do down and up with the arm. Down and up. Nice. On the next time, we're going to take 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Rainbow the arm. See if you can use the arms really slowly, like you're moving through honey. So let's go slower. Down and side. Up and side. Good. We go down to the side. We go down and up. Good. Last time. Down and up. Side and down. Good. So now we're going to do a stretch. Imagine you have a wall. But we're going to place that hand all the way up. Finger crawl your hand all the way back. So you're creating space in the front of your chest, in your armpit area. So keep wiggling those fingers as you take the arm around. It might help to place the opposite hand on that side. And you might give yourself a massage here in the neck or underneath the collarbone. Keep moving with that arm. Relax your face muscles, let go of the jaw. And notice if you're holding tension in your feet. See if you can really ground through your toes. Good, and now let's reverse that circle. So come forward. Maybe it feels good to look at the hand. Or just follow whatever your head wants to do. Be intuitive. Beautiful. Now let's go over to the other side. We got to keep it even, right? So let's go over, wiggling those fingers. You might want to follow your hand. Make sure you're still breathing. Nice. And then if you did have that wall, you can use the pressure of the wall to stretch here. And look away from that arm. Good. Now reverse the circle. Come forward.
So I'll be done in like 10 minutes.
Nice. Good. Beautiful. Let's just stretch one leg back behind us. Lunge the front leg and. Okay. So we're gonna do this real quick. So lunging here, opening the hip flexors. If you're sitting a lot, these get really tight, right? Breathe into that. Let's reverse. Let's go the other side. So leg comes behind. You might want to tuck the hips under a little bit. Straighten that back leg. Just take your head no to relax any tension in the back of your neck. Beautiful, everyone. Great job. Round of applause.
Information, we're online every single day.
For free.
Yes. 2 times a day. Come and see us.
Yes, talk to us.
That's what I
Thank
So this exercise I got to know.
All right. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to get started on a few speeches. Turn that microphone off. Cool. All right, first I'd like to introduce Mr. Rohan Nareen from the Mayor's Office. If you'd like to join up here, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly. Good evening, everyone. I was caught in the rain, just a little, so I'm slightly flustered and very prepared for tonight's event. But before I read a message on behalf of the administration, I'd like to explain just for 60 seconds, I've timed this, about how I met Leah. And for those who may not know, I met Leah at the Black History event at the Museum of Natural History and a few other events hosted by the Mayor's Office and also at the UN. And for those who don't know, I always feel guilty when I don't pick up Leah's call. I pick up Leah's call and I feel good. And Leah can talk, and I just listen a lot of the times, and we get things done that way. For those who don't know, Leah, I keep in my life as almost my guardian angel, because Leah almost passed away. And a lot of people may not know that, but when Leah told me her story, and for those who don't know, I hope she has a chance to tell everyone her story, she's the only person I know in my life who has been to the other side and come back. And for me, spiritually, that's an extremely powerful thing. For me, metaphysically, that's an extremely powerful thing. And so I always keep Leah in my life for that purpose. I just feel that she was a guardian angel that was not a coincidental meeting whatsoever. But Leah and Kelly, it's been a pleasure. We were working through COVID, I think around February and then March and then April, just to tie things, some loose ends together. So it's a real pleasure being here. I have another event to go to. As many of us know, redistricting is a very hot topic in politics today, and so I have to monitor a very wild, no pun intended, very wild redistricting forum in Richmond Hill. And so with that, I do have a message to read here, and so bear with me, it's a paragraph. Dear friends, it is a great pleasure to welcome everyone as Paddle for the Cure NYC and Women in Lighting Plus Design NYC host tonight's Light for Life activation and celebration. New York City's greatest strength is our residents and their shared sense of responsibility to uplift their fellow residents. Through the Light for Life installation at NYC Health Hospitals here at Elmhurst, Paddle for the Cure and Women in Lighting Plus Design will showcase the bravery, commitment, and perseverance of frontline workers' heroic efforts throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as all that the hospital has done over its long history to support patients with breast cancer. Featuring changing colorful lights that transform into different images, words, and movements against large pictures of hospital staff and the public. This installation emphasizes the health and vitality of the Queens community and conjures powerful reminders of workers' sacrifice and resilience. By installing this piece, these organizations will reflect on the ways in which this neighborhood came together this past year and encourage all of us to forge a brighter, healthier future. I am proud to applaud all those associated with this installation for their dedication to supporting our healthcare workers. On behalf of the City of New York, please accept my best wishes for a wonderful event and continued success October 4th, 2021. Signed, Mayor Bill de Blasio. Thank you. present this letter to Leah and Kelly.
Thank you, Rohan, for such a wonderful speech, also sharing your personal story of Leah. You all will hear from Leah later and learn more about Pow for the Cure. She's truly an inspiration, I have to say. Next up, I would like to invite Dr. Helen Artiega to give a little speech. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. We're so good. We're stretched out. We did exercises. We listened to great music. We're ready for this beautiful event. Let me hear you sound like, yay, you're excited. The rain is not going to stop us. Yes. Good evening, everybody. My name is Helen Arteaga Landaverde. I am the proud CEO of this beloved hospital that we're sitting in today. I really want to thank you for joining me here tonight for this wonderful and special moment in our hospital and a tribute to our beloved loved ones. Like you guys are aware, we paid tribute in the month of October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month to our cancer survivor as well as those affected by COVID-19. Cancer has touched so many of our lives. As we all know, so did COVID. Even in my own family, we've suffered this, both sadness, both of cancer and COVID. But today, we stand just a little bit brighter because we are reminded by these little lights that there is light always in sadness. As you guys, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. When we think about the impact of cancer, especially breast cancer, we think of the women in our lives. We think of our moms, our sisters, our daughters, our next door neighbor, our grandma, and our coworkers who often face this illness. And women are the fabric of not only our lives, but of our neighborhoods and the place we work at. So what a greater way to do this, but tribute to them. We want to educate more and we want to advocate for the women that are in our lives, the women that make us whole. And what better way to do this than by this beautiful event tonight. I want these lights to remember not only the women in our lives and our past co-workers that have suffered from cancer or COVID, but remember that we use these lights to remind us that we're still one with them and that they have shown us that we are to be brave and still stand strong and advocate for them so we can find a cure for breast cancer. I want to make sure that I give a special thank you to the person making the bracelets here. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to come over and buy a bracelet. But just a little thank you for those reminders of these. They have these little keywords you put on the bracelet. And just in looking at those things and figuring out what charms I should put on the bracelet, it was so beautiful to be reminded that all women should be brave, all women should feel enough, all women should feel beautiful, and all women should have faith. Faith in each other, faith that we can beat cancer, faith that we can beat COVID, and also faith in each other that we're gonna stand strong with each other. So I just wanna thank you for that reminder. I think I'm gonna wear that bracelet with pride. I also wanna thank all the employees, all the volunteers tonight, all the exercising. I was like stretching over there with Joanne, our chief nursing officer. We're like, yes, we need to stretch, long day at work. But I really wanna thank everybody that was here to really celebrate this beautiful moment. And I really wanna say thank you for the light for life. People here where are you guys? There you go, raise your hands. These two women never gave up on this art project. I was like, how are we gonna do this? They're like, we're gonna put it on Broadway. I'm like, how are we gonna hold it up? Don't worry, we're just gonna keep doing it. I'm like, okay, they showed me drawings, and I was like, do we need permits? They're like, don't worry, we're gonna do it. So I just wanna give you guys a special thank you for seeing the vision that some of us couldn't really see. And even though the rain came, but I cannot wait to see those lights on. I'm gonna bring my daughter, I'm gonna bring my family to make sure we see this installation. But thank you for this beautiful gift. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you again. And next, I think I'm supposed to volunteer. Who am I? They're going back. She's coming back. So let's hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Helen. That was amazing. Thank you. Next up, I'd like to invite Joel, the treasurer from PFC, to speak a few words. And I'll just say while he's coming up here, make sure you buy those raffle tickets. Got some cool prizes. You got a good chance.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight and supporting the organization. Thank the women of lighting design for all their efforts. My name is Joel Quirk. I'm the treasurer for Paddle for the Care. I've been working with Leah for about 3 years now, and she's a force to be reckoned with. Light for Life has been created through collaboration with the vision of Paddle for the Care in New York City and Women in Lighting and Design for the Elmhurst Health Hospitals community. This dynamic exhibit pays tribute to the perseverance and fortitude of the frontline workers in a community during the worst periods of the COVID-19 pandemic. We've chosen the month of October for this exhibit because October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Light for Life is also meant to celebrate breast cancer survivors whom the hospital has served for many years, and also celebrate all the other daily miracles performed in this building. Paddle for the Cure has its roots in the Elmhurst community, has a strong commitment to supporting the hospital, its doctors, staff, and survivors. That's all I have to say. Is the light exchange ceremony going to happen? Not in Dallas. I want to Leah's next up. Let me introduce Leah Salomon, the president and really the driving force behind Paddle for the Cure.
Hi everyone, good evening. Are you ready to have a memorable night for a great cause? Yes. Yes. Okay. I am Leah Salomon, founder and president of Paddle for the Cure NYC. As a breast cancer survivor and COVID survivor, I want to thank you all for coming in tonight and be part of our first Lights for Life event. Before we tell you all about this meaningful project and flip the switch, I have a few people to thank. First and foremost, I say thank you Helen Archaga Landaverde, with Wayne Zimmerman and all their team, who help us and support us in every step of our way in making this event a reality. I hold on my utmost love and respect to Elmhurst Hospital, its works, especially its people who saves my life. Elmhurst has become my home away from home. I want to echo my gratitude to all that are still here, who wrapped me in a blanket of love to comfort me during my treatment. Thank you to all of you. Now, on behalf of myself and PFC, I want to extend my infinite thanks to Kelly Roberts, Women in Lighting Plus Designs NYC. They call themselves Wild NYC. They are the creator of what you're about to see and our valued partner. I want to thank her for her incredible initiative and leadership for supporting us all the way. Special shout out to the New York Wall Street Dragons, which always gives us a helping hand. Lastly, I want to thank all the speakers, sponsors, donors, supporters, supporters, our PSC family, as well as our friends and family. Together, we are united in a common cause to end breast cancer forever. As a voice of the survivors, rest assured that at the heart of our cause are our survivors. And we take care of them, our PSC. Our Elmhurst community has been hit hard by COVID. I'm sure you remember how bad it was last year and how it keeps recurring. By coming together, we share our emotional support for each other. Be a light to others. Be a light to yourself. The brighter we shine, the better the world will become. Now, speaking on behalf of my fellow survivors, let's take a moment of silence to reflect to those who are no longer with us. Our loved ones, and most especially to our PSC hero, my best friend, Gracie, who will always be remembered. Let's take a moment of silence to honor those men and women who have lost their lives to breast cancer, all cancer, and COVID. Before we flip the switch, let's gather together and kindly repeat after me as we say our PSC mantra. We live here. We live here. We spread our lights here. We spread our lights here. We save lives here. We save lives here. Again, from the heart. We live here. We spread our light here. We save lives here. With much power to celebrate the Breast Cancer Month. Let's make some noise, Elmhurst. Illuminated sculpture outside. Take it away, Chloe.
Thank you, Leia. As always, so inspirational. Oh my goodness. How to follow that, guys? I don't even know.
It's not video? Something like that. It's running. It's running. Yeah, it's live.
All right, so some of you have seen the installation outside, and I wanted to have it up in front of us while we talk about what it is a little bit.
I'll check.
Again, I'm Kelly Roberts from Women in Lighting and Design. Just one of many wild women here tonight, I will say. Lots of support from the community there. We're a networking organization for women in the architectural lighting community. We provide connection and mentorship to increase the number of women that enter and excel in our field by offering networking at educational sessions, fun excursions, and through community service activities. The WILD NYC chapter has worked with Leia and Paddle for the Cure for 6 or 7 years, probably. Many of our members have been impacted by breast cancer. Her vivacious and positive attitude has inspired the lighting community to rally around Paddle for the Cure every year. We traditionally host a bowling fundraiser, and we know Elmhurst Hospital has usually attended and even won in 2018. Woo-hoo! However, with the onset of COVID, our 2020 indoor activity was canceled, and we knew it was unlikely to happen again in 2021. The architectural lighting field held few opportunities to help during this crisis. We, as so many others, though, wanted to do something. We knew that staying home, wearing our masks, getting vaccinated is really all that was being asked. But how could we use our own resources to make an impact? So with that thought, Light for Life was born. We decided to use light to bring joy back to the Elmhurst community, the place that Paddle for the Cure calls home. To thank all of you who have dedicated your time and energy over the course of the pandemic, and to create a place where those that have been affected by the pandemic can be remembered. Light for Life is a ribbon of light spanning 100 feet across the front entrance of Elmhurst Hospital, with integrated photos of the community, hospital workers, and Paddle for the Cure members. Here, I'd like to give a special shout out to Joey Fatty for letting us incorporate so many of his photos from the Hidden Smiles project in the installation. And I know he was here earlier. He's right here. I've already witnessed people on the street stopping to look closely at each face, many finding friends they know or even themselves. That's always been fun to watch. This connection and interaction with the installation is exactly what we hoped and envisioned for the community. We chose to install Light for Life during October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month as a tribute to Paddle for the Cure, but have opened up the message to honor those that we have lost to all cancers and COVID, to celebrate their lives and remember, and to find joy with those that have survived. This drove the concept for the 5-minute dynamic lighting program, which is separated into 5 sections of ribbon: pink for breast cancer, teal for ovarian cancer, gold for childhood cancer, lavender for all cancers, and yellow and red for COVID. Each section starts with a word that shapes the core tenets of Light for Life: hope, resilience, remember, and together. And the section is interspersed with text and images that focus on that theme. Finally, and most importantly, is the opportunity for the community to see the names of their family and friends in light. These names will be looped in concert with the lighting program and be visible throughout the evening. Wild NYC and Paddle for the Cure feel privileged to be able to create this tribute that allows the Elmhurst community a place to honor and celebrate their loved ones and friends. We hope that well before the end of the month, all light bulbs are dedicated in tribute so that the community can experience the installation in full. Before we flip the switch, I'd like to take a moment to thank our partners on this journey. Tivoli Lighting for generously donating the lighting equipment. We have a nice couple of people here tonight from Tivoli: Stephen, Carrie, Robert, Larry, right, it's doing all the programming. Oblaney Rinker Associates for their guidance and support throughout this process. And Aurora Lampworks for donating their facilities for the construction and storage of the installation and all of their time. Don. I'd also like to give special thanks to our generous sponsors from the Elmhurst neighborhood and the lighting community. So many of you are here today. That made producing this installation possible. And to all the volunteers who came and helped us build and install Light for Life over the course of the last few months. We really could not have done this without you. And finally, I would like to thank the Elmhurst Hospital team that has been helping us through this process, especially Wayne, Anna, Rochelle, Atia, Rocco, and so many others. And the and not least, but last or whatever, the Wild NYC team that is here tonight that worked tirelessly to make Light for Life a reality. It was not just me. I know I keep getting a lot of the credit, but it was not just me. Neri, Sarah, Melanie, Barbara, and Dawn. If you guys could stand up and just really a community effort to conceptualize, build, and install Light for Life. And the Wild NYC community and Paddle for the Cure are incredibly happy to be turning it over to Elmhurst Hospital for your enjoyment and reflection. So thank you all. So now, instead of making you all go outside, we have a recording for, let me skip that for a moment of silence. We have a recording that we took Saturday night before it was raining that we're going to show you. And then at this time, Larry's also going to activate the show outside. So once we have completed the rest of the program, you can exit and you'll be able to experience it and see it outside. I did want to give a special note and say that we have included the first 10 names of the program in the recording for you. They are the names of the hospital staff that passed away due to COVID during the pandemic. The first 9 are from Elmhurst Hospital, and the last one is from Queens Hospital. helping us flip the switch. Okay, great. I would like to introduce Brent Whitesburg. Sorry, from the Queensborough President Borough of. Come introduce yourself. I apologize. Would you like to come?
No, it's fine.
Okay, then let me actually get your title correctly then. Deputy Chief of Staff of the Office of the President of the Borough of Queens. So with that, thank you so much for helping us flip the switch. We're gonna take about 15 minutes to let you guys explore a little bit more at our tables, and then we're gonna do a raffle. Larry, would you like to say something else? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The mask. There you go. Yeah.
That's why when you say your name, I'm like,
Yeah.
And I did. Yeah, I'm gonna get raffle tickets too. Okay, let's go.
better buy a lot of bullets.
Ano lang yan? Parang 15 minutes muna, di ba? 15 minutes. Balik sila. Oo, balik pa yun sila. Kailangan pa niya. Bumili kaya? Bumili kaya? Wala ko mga
call for raffle tickets. Last call. Heritage India Fashions, one of our sponsors, for supplying their models to pick out the raffle tickets. So, what's the first thing we're going for, Leia?
5089618. Six 1-8. Ya sé. Soy Neri.
Hola.
Hola.
5089578.
Pero dice que dijeron que no dije que ella es
What are we winning, by the way? What are we winning, Leo? What are we giving out?
I have no idea.
That.
We've given out clothing so far.
5089563.
You think Jesse will be first?
What?
Oh, that's me!
Right. 5089569.
Muy bien, no necesito volver. A ver, no sé si Dios quiere la veo mañana.
569.
Okay.
5089567.
567. 567 is me again.
Okay, you.
We can only win one.
Can I donate it? 567.
Again?
No more.
Thank you for buying so many tickets.
5089625.
625.
So we got some lucky winners in town, apparently. One more?
Five zero eight 9560.
0. Can I donate it to someone?
5089617.
617.
Alright, well, thank you, Haley. Thank you, everyone, for tickets. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
More.
Still buy some balls to get an awesome break.
More.
We don't know.
Thank you. Very nice of you.
Can we take one picture? Thank you. I didn't have one picture of you. Yes, you?
I am going to play lotto tonight.
Hey, we're gonna end? Huh? Not yet. Can you say, yeah.
Wonderful woman. Oh my God.
Hold on, Leah, hold on, my phone. Leah.
Say thank you to everyone. Remove your.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
That one actually felt good. Another one in the back. I needed that on the